On this list, we have many great semiconductor companies, including AMD, Micron, Broadcom, Texas Instruments, Marvell, and Qualcomm. We can see that Nvidia has a volatility rating of 43.46. That is only second to Intel's volatility rating of 53.52. Very close to it, we have Micron with 43.19 and AMD with 42.19. What is noticeable is that Nvidia's volatility score is much higher than those of highly coveted companies like Broadcom and Texas Instruments. Broadcom's volatility score is only 26.84, while Texas Instruments has a volatility score of 22.6. Texas Instruments' volatility score is only about half of Nvidia's. Now let us compare Nvidia's volatility to the volatility of the overall market, which is represented by beta. If you are new to investing, you may want to know that the beta value of a stock is determined by comparing it to the market. The market is represented by the S&P 500, whose beta value is considered 1. If the beta value of a stock is above 1, the stock is considered more volatile or systemically riskier than the S&P 500. If that value is lower than 1, the stock is considered less volatile, less riskier, or more stable than the S&P 500. Walmart has a beta score of 0.34. Johnson & Johnson has an even lower beta score, which is a tiny 0.27. Nvidia has a beta value of 2.44. None of the other 9 semiconductor companies on this list has a beta value greater than 2. Texas Instruments' lower volatility compared to Nvidia's is reflected in its beta value as well. That value is only 1.07. Of these 9 companies, only AMD and Marvell have a beta value close to 2. If you look at Nvidia's 5-year chart, you may think that it is rising and rising, with very few dents or pullbacks here and there. But if you go to the 1-year chart, the volatility comes to attention more prominently. For example, within 3 months, from June to August 2024, Nvidia declined from $140, its all-time high, to only $98. That is a massive 30% decline. The decline was much deeper in 2022. At the end of 2021, the stock traded at $34, but in 2022, it traded at under $12 per share. Nvidia lost 65% of its value at that time. This information is very important for us today. If you could not handle that 65% decline, you could not have enjoyed the 3,000% rise that Nvidia has experienced over the last 5 years, or the 900% gains it has brought to you since the beginning of January 2023. This indicates that we cannot time the market for Nvidia, and that our investment strategy for Nvidia will have to be the one that can contain the deeper than the market and industry volatility and risk it comes with. If we cannot time the market, the only way left for us to invest in Nvidia is to be a position investor. We will create a position over a certain period of time, say 6 months, when we will buy the Nvidia stock at various price points. We will buy it at higher prices and again at lower prices following pullbacks, if any. Simply speaking, we will close our eyes and buy at any price point we can afford, because we may not be able to buy Nvidia at under $140 again. Those who did not buy it at $50 per share in 2023, thinking that it was a very expensive stock, could never buy it at that price again. The opportunity of a lifetime was gone. We will buy until we have a position in Nvidia that we are satisfied with. As a general rule of thumb, that position can be 10% of your portfolio. If you are a concentrated investor, you may invest more in Nvidia. However, even though it is a market leader and an industry leader, you have already seen that it too can fall from the position of the most valuable company on Earth to being the third most valuable company on Earth in the distance of only 1 month. So keep your concentration within a limit. Once you have created your position, hold it. Hold Nvidia. Hold the stock as the backbone of your portfolio for at least 5 years. Let Nvidia cash in on the AI revolution, its Blackwell superchips, its data centers, enterprise ecosystem, and Omniverse software. Let it grow another 800% before you click the sell button. Hold it through the ups and downs. Don't be afraid to remain in the market through a downturn or pullback. From $98, Nvidia has recovered already and is now very close to being the most valuable company on Earth again. Hold Nvidia until 2030 to get the best from it. And the best is yet to come.